What if I've not given him the audience? What if I just chose to be sad, depressed with the experience, with the kind of responses I'm getting from people, discouraging, disparaging, and then I let that reflect my response to somebody like this person? And what has he done? He just introduced me to his community, like he said, and I started having more views, people coming. And then when they come because he recommended the content, or he told me about them, when they come, they ask questions, which I responded, and then from there they started talking to him about me, about us, about what we are doing. And then something made someone to ask if there is a provision to donate. Yeah, this is Mide Mr. Possible, reaching you live and direct from Possible Farms International, the International Institute of Regenerative Agriculture. So when I say Possible Farms International, also we pay a shattery bushing law. So Possible Farms International, a shattery bushing law. So this afternoon I want to take you around the farm very quickly before I go out to pick someone that will be joining me here as a staff. So later I'll be introducing him to you too. So let me just take you around the farm. I think this is going to be the first video I'll be making after the initial attack that happened, the second attack regarding the biological weapon that was used to attack our farm. So let me just take you through the farm. A lot of things has happened. As a matter of fact, a lot of amazing things. One of them is posting the updates of the incident on Naira Land Forum. So by the way, I want to even say a very big thank you to everyone that get in touch on Naira Land and those we are currently discussing about things. So I don't want to mention any Monica in particular, but like someone that I'm very grateful for everything God has used him to do. So that's that. So I posted the updates, and a lot of bashing, bash, and all those things, especially from this Monica who continued to attack me. But one thing that happened is that the way I responded, probably more maturely, because I've seen life, I've understood a lot of things that many people could not even think of, especially since I started this project and since I've ever wanted to become an entrepreneur, all those stuff. So I tried to be more professional, matured, and then try to let him understand that life revolves around a lot of things, a lot of theories, and violence is not a way out. And I've never seen anything that violence actually really resolved. It may hibernate it, but when it comes back, it always comes up very, very massively. So there was somebody who was very intrigued with the way I responded all through the conversation, and then the person gets in touch. In fact, the person let me understand that it's the first time we will ever be coming across my thread. But what him just actually made him click, the way I responded and the way I took the whole stuff. So I get in touch, we talk. He went to the channel, YouTube channel. He went through the most of the videos that we made. I read, watch. Eventually he gets in touch again, then we started talking, and from there he was able to introduce us to an international community. And here is one of the things that we've gotten. We have 3 of these facing the south. 3 of these, like 3 solar panel. This is one here. One is just by the entrance. Let me show you that one too. One is facing the entrance, so if anybody is coming in the evening, we get to see the person, and then we get to actually know who is moving. This is another one here. So there is another one at the back of the goat house, which I'll be showing you very shortly now. There is another one at the back of the goat house. You see, It's even charging. No, it has to charge now. So here is another one at the back of the goat house, facing this arena. This is the spot that they use to access our farm. Here is the river is the boundary. So this is the spot they use. This is the middle of the very thick jungle. By the time I get a drone, I will be able to show you the area photography of this environment somewhere in the southwest. Like they call this place Abba already, and that's because they believe that it's another settlement on its own. Abba is a settlement, so they believe it's another. So this is the access, this is the boundary. So this water you are seeing here is actually the boundary. It is not that this place gets clean like this, like there's reflection, especially from this part, because it used to be a very thick forest. You can see some of the roots of trees that has been cut in here. Now see several hundreds of them forming canopies, so it's a very, very thick jungle. Go on like that. So in the night it's always more darker here, and look at the distance. There is no way we can even think of somebody would just be accessing the farm, or a way that we can even say we want to stop the person without all these barriers, lightning, and probably CCTV camera very soon, which I'm trusting God that we are getting as well, a motion sensor that will notify us anytime there is an intruder. And so before the intruder will even break the net, come here in the ray of the light, someone would have actually wake up to see what's going on around this axis. So that was that. And how did all this happen is a mystery. As a matter of fact, a very, very big mystery, because it was something I believe it was going to happen one day at a point in time, but I never expected it to happen the way it has happened. Sincerely speaking, I never expected it would have happened. It's something that I knew that at the point in time this place is going to become an institute of regenerative agriculture, and then when you have an institute of regenerative agriculture, you are not going to be in darkness. So there will be something that will be powering this place, this farm, at night, which obviously is going to be solar. But I never expected it to have happened the way it happened, because this fellow just took an interest on this project. He is also in the same field, and trying to see somebody doing something like this with all the experiences and how difficult, how tough it could be, just made him actually wanted to know if I am real, if this is real, if it is not a kind of stunt, online stunt. And then from there he get to watch a lot of videos online, and from there the next thing he said, I am going to tell you about my community. And then he introduced himself properly. What if I've not given him the audience? What if I just chose to be sad, depressed with the experience, with the kind of responses I'm getting from people, discouraging, disparaging, and then I let that reflect my response to somebody like this person? And what has he done? He just introduced me to his community, like he said, and I started having more views, people coming. And then when they come because he recommended the content, or he told me about them, when they come, they ask questions, which I responded, and then from there they started talking to him about me, about us, about what we are doing. And then something made someone to ask if there is a provision to donate. Just imagine that. So there is a provision to donate. I've made it a very long time ago. I've made video about it, but I was never going to focus on that, promoting that. So that's why you don't see it on many of them. It's not easy for a man, a grown-up man, to be asking for help. I've been in that situation before. I've been in that position before, and tell you, it's not something that somebody should idolize, that I have to beg to survive. I don't like it. But I've been in positions like that in my life and I know what it means. So instead, when I made this link for people to donate through Paystack, I only just take my mind off it. Locally, just one person, then I just forget about it. But the provision was there. Now, tokens from locals and everything. And then that is how it happened. So the summary of the whole thing is, I don't know what summary to give, but I'm just very grateful to God and to everybody. And violence is not the solution. So that's it. Thank God. We'll be having additional staff. Provision has been made, and then God has taken over.